What's poppin', dogs? Mr. Allen here, and we got ourselves a beast, an absolute beast of a problem here. We're going to write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. That perpendicularly bisects AB, and we got A is 7 comma negative 3, and the coordinates of B are negative 5, 1. So it's going to perpendicularly bisect segment AB. I think it might be helpful to get a little visual here, just a rough sketch. So if I draw a quick xy coordinate plane, and I plot 7, 3, which would be, 7, negative 3, which would be somewhere down here, right? That'll be A. And negative 5, 1, that'd be somewhere right up here. That's going to be my B, right? I don't really care about the points on there right now. Just a general sketch. I'm trying to perpendicularly bisect that segment right there. So what's that going to look like? Well, it's going to go through the center of it, right? The middle of it, the midpoint of it. And it's also going to be perpendicular to it. So let's say this green line is then my perpendicular bisector. It's going to bisect it. And it's going to be a right angle. All right, we'll call back from geometry there. We mark those congruent segments. That little box there is the indicative of the right angle. Okay, so I know what I'm looking for here, but how do I get it? Well, I can get a slope of AB because I've got 2 points, but I can't get a slope of that green line directly. Could I use the slope of AB to figure out the slope of that green line? Yes. Right? If I get the slope of AB, the opposite reciprocal of that would be my perpendicular slope, which is the slope of the green line. So let's first start with that. Let's find the slope of AB. Shall we? Yes, we shall. So my slope formula is the change in y over the change in x. So we'd have 1 minus negative 3. Those are my y's. And then negative 5, I got to pick from the same ordered pair, minus 7. So that's going to be, let's see here, plus plus. We get 4 over negative 12. So we get negative 1/3 when we simplify. That's my slope of AB. How do I get my perpendicular slope? Well, my perpendicular slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal, right? Reciprocal is going to be flipping it, and the opposite is going to change the sign. So it's going to become positive 3. So that's my perpendicular slope. Now I need to also figure out what B is, right? This is the information I need to write my equation on the line. I need to get B. So how do I do that? Well, can I use A or B, those coordinates, to find out what B is? Well, if I did that, because I know we're all thinking it, right? We're all thinking about it. Let's talk about it. If I used A's coordinates to get my y-intercept, then I'd be finding that line right there. If I used B's, well, I'd be getting that line right there. It'd be perpendicular to AB, but it wouldn't be bisecting it. And we don't want that, right? I need to figure out a point that's on that green line. Well, a point that's on that green line and also happens to be on AB, which I know some information about, is the midpoint of AB. So let's find the midpoint of AB. To get that, it's going to be the average of my x's and the average of my y's. In other words, we're going to have 7 plus negative 5 over 2, and we're going to have negative 3 plus 1 over 2. The order in which you do them doesn't really matter there. I always just, whatever ordered pair I picked them first, I always do that for the next one as well, just like I did with slope, okay? So I'm going to have positive 2 divided by 2 is 1, and then negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, so that's my midpoint. This is a point that is on that green line, which means I can use it to find out what B is. So I'm going to have my y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to substitute in my new slope, which is 3. I've got my x value of 1, and I've got my y value of negative 1. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Negative 1 equals 3 plus b. I'm going to subtract 3 and I get negative 4 equals b. That's it. I'm done. That's dope. All right, negative 4. Let's write our final equation. Don't forget about that. Don't do all the work and forget. Y equals 3x minus 4. That will perpendicularly bisect segment AB with those coordinates of their endpoints. Man. That's a beefy problem right there. That thing is loaded. It's a loaded baked potato style problem, right? All the fixins. All the fixins. We got some cheese, some bacon bits, right? A little bit of sour cream. Maybe what's that green? The chives, right? All the good stuff in that loaded baked potato of a problem right here. Okay, I'm losing it. That's it. I'm done. See you guys.